right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Decode Traders Hub. This is Dan here. Decode Traders Hub. Good morning, everyone. Those who are joining us for the first time, welcome. Thank you for joining. And those who have never actually subscribed, if you find this content helpful and what we do here of advantage to you, please go ahead and subscribe. And of course, don't forget to share with your friends to also benefit. Otherwise, I want to say thank you for joining. As usual, we are going to go into a prayer, then head over to our daily routine of how we analyze charts. Father, we thank you for today. Thank you for the grace. Thank you for the love. Thank you for this beautiful day, morning that you've given unto us as we get into the charts to analyze and be able and look for signals that we can take advantage of to make money. Come and be with us. Come and grant us knowledge. Equip us with that knowledge and wisdom to know when to move in, when to move out, to know when to take the trade and not to take, and also when to move out. I give you all the glory and all the honor. Thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. So, as usual, crash 500. Crash 500. So we are starting with crash 500. Hope my mic is very clear. Nothing is interrupting it. I hope it is clear from your side, guys. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, Desmond, and the rest of the guys that are online. All right, so crash 500 is what we are starting with. All right. So it did exactly what we anticipated. So I hope you guys made money off it. I'm not sure if you did, but yeah, it did. Even though we didn't see that reach there, but the pullback happened there and then went all the way to this where we wanted actually to take our profits. And as we speak of now, H1 is oversold. So this was a perfect, good signal for anyone who was waiting for an entry. I later did this because that was a consolidation that was happening, but I wasn't, by the time it broke out, I wasn't online. I was a bit held up somewhere else. So yeah, I missed that entry, but yeah, that's how market came to yesterday on this kind of asset. So that's the reason why it was consolidating there to continue with the sell. Yeah, so currently we are oversold according to CCI. Yeah, we are oversold, and I believe we should be entering some buys according to H1. Yeah, let's understand. Let's first delete these now. Not necessary. We have served the purpose. They've served the purpose already. So delete all of them. And now we know we know on H4 we've not reached. We haven't reached that level to retest. But on H1 we should be looking for a pullback. Yes. A pullback to where, according to H1. Do we leave any I'm not seeing any fair value gap that is so much, that is that much of significant. It's not there. I'm not seeing any significant fair value gap right there. But that level there that I've just marked according to H1 may be our level to anticipate pullback. back to all right. So now knowing that, you just have to come to M15, look for my entry, yeah. I can enter from here, but like I've always said, you need to understand your risk appetite. This, we are on a support level, so you have all the reasons to enter, but do you have the risk appetite to enter from where it is, or you want to wait at least we have a breakout there or a pullback again down below? So those are your levels on I mean, that is your choice on how you intend to enter the market. Sometimes you may wait for it to come back again. If it does, then you enter from there. But there is a possibility of us seeing a breakout, which is a change of character right there, and then a pullback. Then sometimes the pullback can even come back all the way down below. So you just wait, whatever happens, and then you make your entries to take you right about there. So all I'm saying is learn how you make your entries. No one is rushing, and no one is putting you in pressure to make that money. Never trade when you know that you are looking for money to pay a loan, to pay a debt, to pay something. Please, you will make a lot of mistakes. You need to learn how to trade freely when nothing is pushing you emotionally. When you put in emotions into trading, it's the end of your account. I can just say that. Yeah, I can just say that to you because I know what I'm talking about. The experience. All right, so that is another entry right there. So you need to wait. So if this kind of move happens, I will not hesitate to enter. Why? Because it's what I'm planning to do. H1 is showing me oversold. M15 is already buying. So I will not be having anything holding me back to make an entry. Even though ICH4 is still selling, but we are on a support level as far as H1 is concerned. That's why I'll be looking for the buys on H1 and M15. I think that is as clear as that. This will be just a pullback on H1 and H4. Actually, it will be some pullback on H4, not H1. H1 will be looking for the buy. H4, it will be just a pullback to actually, it may be a pullback, or according to H4, to actually come and mitigate all this. Yeah, that is a fair value gap that we can see there. It may come there to give us a new lower high on this level here. So there's a possibility of this coming right here, not reaching the other side. So be ready when something of sort of this kind happens, so that you take advantage of it and you don't miss out. All right, so that's it. Of course, after there we will be entering sales, just like how we are still doing according to H4. So that's the plan. After buying that short buys according to H1, then you make your sell entries to continue with the H4 trend. Perfect. Now boom 1,000. Boom 1,000. Boom 1,000. Look at that. I made this analysis last night before I slept, and price decided to break over several hours without, I mean, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 uninterrupted hours of selling. 9 hours. And yesterday our anticipation was to bring it back here and then come in with a buy, but it didn't. We actually sold. Yes, we made money, and I remember telling you guys to close your profits because I started to see some rejection, some price rejection right here. Those who remember, I think I told you, yes, it was here. That's why I took my profits. I left one entry which was taken out in profits right there. Yeah, I made other entries during the day when I saw that was a resistance level right there. I made other entries right there, took my profits right here. So this boom 1000 gave us a lot of money yesterday. So on this level right here where we are, it's a bit risky now. Why? Because it has reached our point of interest. This is a point of interest according to H4 and more so according to daily. Remember, the general trend according to daily, we are supposed to be buying. That is the reason why it will be risky for us to make any okay. So daily. Okay. There is still some bit of consolidation according to daily. According to daily time frame, you see the momentum of candles on daily is not, the market on daily time frame is not that much. It's a pull and push. Yeah, it's a pull and push. Sellers are pushing, buyers are pulling, like that. So we are seeing all that happen. So we may not be able to trade it to exactly trade on on daily time frame, but we can keep on taking advantage of these other time frames. So now that we've seen all this, allow me to delete these are the lines right now because they are no longer necessary. I want to make the chart clear and I show you something now. So the anticipation was for these to head back there, but there is a possibility of it actually not doing that. Why? Because of this. This is a current data. That's the current data right there. So if we have that as the current data, this is a low, that is a high, this is a low, that is a high. Not that much. This is a low, this is a high. Now we touched the second time there, so there's a possibility of price coming back all the way to this low. There's a possibility of price coming all the way to this low, but before it goes there, we may anticipate a pullback. Just let me delete this for now before we head back there. Even this, yeah, before we in fact, let me look for an H1. H1 is still selling heavily. It's still selling heavily, but even after 11, will it still be selling? We'll have to wait and see. So at 11, we may see some pullback. Let me understand on M15. Yes, M15 is may be emphasizing that pullback that I'm talking about. So we wait for that to M15 and M30. So we wait and see if we will see that pullback that we are trying to anticipate right here. So for now, there's a lot of fair value gaps left there. So whatever happens first is where we will anticipate once we start to see rejection here, and once the low here is confirmed, just like now. I may now use this and try to use that as my high. So if I do that, that means I have this kind of fair value gap right here. The price may first come back to before we see price continue with the sales to bring us to this support trend line down below here, which is an H4 support trend line. So I would love to leave it like that and just know and just try to anticipate some of this. Yeah, I will try. Why am I now doing this? Because the current data is giving us two levels. This as our support trend line, and also this as our resistance trend line, and those are the levels we are going to be taking advantage of. So we've touched that two times there to understand that that is a strong support, a strong resistance there, and now price started to move back into sales. So we started to sell for some good 8 hours. Actually, there were 9 according to H1. There were 9 hours. So once we reach this order block, we have started to see some pullback. We've started to see some rejection there, price rejection right now. So if that's the case, that means we may anticipate a pullback according to M15, that kind of pullback, which will eventually probably bring us to that level. Once it brings us to that level, then we will be coming back again with strong sales to push to this very support trend line that we already anticipated. So that's how I'll be looking for trends on this asset. But you need to understand that H1 is not yet oversold, but it has reached the level of retracement right here. So the pullback may also be anticipated where we are currently, just like how it happened here and went back there. So we may anticipate now a pullback right here to reach that side again. So that's what I'll be looking at, and you can see that it is happening according to M15. In fact, on M5, that's a double bottom right there. So we just now wait for a confirmation on M15. Those who love buying booms, then this will be your trade. All right, now that has said, let's now, I've been saying, let's now head over to boom 500. Boom 500. So yesterday, did we make money yesterday? Yes, a bit of it, even though it took me out later. So this was the first, I've removed that level there, but it was like that. This was a pullback I told you about, as you remember, and then I said if I have my retest right about there, I will come in with a sell, and I shared that signal, and I told you to wait for the pullback. So the pullback happened, started to sell. Then it was having a low momentum. I did what I put my stop losses into profits. So this candle here came and took me out. I can show you the evidence right there. Yeah, that's when it took me out. I again entered, but this time I was scalping This time I was scalping, so I kept on scalping like that. But I later left it. But you can see it actually respected our analysis, went all the way to the TP level, just like how we wanted. And immediately after touching it, immediately buys or the uptrend started. So that is I don't know if you guys made money on it. Please, if you guys made some money on yesterday's analysis, please go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Tell me the asset that gave you some money. We are currently on Boom 500. Let us know if you made some money on Boom 500, on Boom 1000, or on Crash 500, or in any asset that we looked at yesterday. Let us know. But for now, I can clearly delete all this. Those who missed yesterday's analysis and want to confirm actually what we are saying, you're free. The sessions stay on YouTube for free, so you can go and access them. Maybe you can learn one or two things from the analysis. All right, so we are currently into the buy trend. According to H1, we started it. We missed the entry there. Yeah, we missed the entry there. So what do we do now? What do we do? Let's first head over to H4. Look at what is happening. Yes, according to H4, just wait. Daily, we are supposed to be buying. Weekly, we are supposed to be selling. Okay. Buying. So we need this pullback according to daily before we continue selling. All right. H4, we are retesting. So this will be a retest according to H4. This move right there to reach that level. It may reach that level. It may even stop from here. So we need to be ready. Whatever we are presented with, we go with that. Then later on come in with the sales. Okay, so that if that's the case, according to H4, do we have an entry? Let's understand. This is going to be a tricky one to enter when we don't have an entry. I may use this as my current data. I may use that as my current data. This is the high, this is the high there, and that's where we saw the breakout. Perfect breakout retest. Now go to L15. Yeah, it is long overdue, so I will wait for a pullback to bring me back here. That's how I will enter this asset. But if it doesn't, then I will just wait for price to reach there. So I'm not going to worry about this. I've already made money in it, so I don't want to lose it just because I'm trying to look for to forcefully look for a trade. If it gives me another pullback, probably back here, back to that level there, I will gladly enter. But if I don't see any pullback, no entry for the buys at all. That is Boom 500 for us there. Now Boom Volatility 25 1S, Vol 25 1S. All right, so yesterday that was the analysis to bring us right here after seeing those two ranges, the up the resistance trend line right there and the support trend line right here. So going to H1, we made money. Those who remember the analysis, the pullback was there, this very move right here to reach there and then come in with a sell. That's how we made money yesterday. So looking at the history, that was the sniper entry right there on V25 1S V25. So I sold it from all the way there to here, all the way to here. So that's how we made money yesterday. Let me know if you guys made money on this asset. Okay, Patrick says he made money on Crash. Yeah, Crash 500. Kudos to that. Okay, so on V25 honest, we made that money. It was a sniper entry right there. So now let's head over to the pullback. Let's see, reached this level here, which was this is actually a resistance level, I mean a support level right here. It was a fair value gap right there, and it is now a support level. It's a support level. So reaching there, it went to retest, and it somehow went. Did it reach? No, it did not reach. It came to this level right here, right there. It's like a fair value gap, small fair value gap right there. But now I want to delete this and that. Delete that. This price, we are still looking for price to reach there, so I can delete this. And now look for that. That's what we're looking for currently. That's what we are looking for. So the pullback there, and now the sell, and clearly looking at what I have in H1, price has come back to the support and it's trying to go back again. So this may turn out to be a consolidation area right here, and this being one range, this being another range. So if that's the case, there's another trend line that you would actually have right there. But for us to confirm it, we need to have the one down. So if we don't have it, this may not be respected. This may not be respected. The one we have is going to be like this, which will be now as a triangle. This will be like as a triangle. So if that's the case, then the sell is on. Then the sell is on right there, and I'll be looking for profits to be coming to this very trend line right here. So that's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. Remember, we touched that trend line. We wanted it to come to touch this other trend line, but it met this support in between. So unless it gets enough momentum to break through this support, we will not see price come to this level. So it is undergoing a consolidation to try and collect enough momentum and build enough liquidity to help the market, the move for this to enhance, if I can use that word, or whatever word you want to use, but to gain enough liquidity to push for this very move that we all are waiting for, to reach this other support trend line right here, according to daily H4 actually, according to H4 time frame. According to daily, we are overbought, meaning we should be selling. According to weekly, we should be selling right there. That's how it is. So that's why the sell or the downtrend is the general trend currently. So that's why even this sell is likely to go through to reach here. Why? Because this is a support level, and if this is holding up as a support trend line in this very move here, then the sell is going to come to this, back to this very support level right here, where we have even our trend line just here to confirm the triangle there. I've said a lot. I don't know if it is if I've confused you, so I need to now head over to another asset. So I will leave it like that and wait. I've put my tight stop loss right there. If it is taken out, I'm okay with that. I will not enter again until I have another clean entry. Alright, that has been V25 oneness. Let's head over to V75. 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 So V75, this is still a no-go for me because of several things that are going on. Still a no-go for me. In fact, let me delete some of these things. We know we wanted price to reach there, but it hasn't. It is still consolidating right here. So this may be now like this. Yeah. In fact, I may go all the way to this as the trend line right there. Yeah, that will be the case right here. So that means I can delete all this, and now where we are going to see a pullback on this very H4 candle. Once the H4 candle closes, probably the buys will come in again, just like how we are seeing right here. So that's why I'm saying this is a no-go. Remember, we are trying to look for sells to bring us here before we come into the buys according to daily time frame. So that's the plan. But before the daily time frame plan comes into place, the H4 plan has to mount-fold, of which either it will push for that, or it's going to keep consolidating within this area. Now looking at H4, that's what we can clearly see. It's going to keep consolidating within those areas right there, and then it will eventually come in with a sell. It may not have enough momentum to go back to this other trend line right there. Rather, it may keep on consolidating until it is oversold, overbought right here according to on CCI here. Then later on comes with enough momentum to push for the sell, just like how we want it on daily. Once we have that on daily, then we come in with a buy trend, which is according to weekly time frame. So that's the plan. We have to wait for it to unfold. Otherwise, this is a no-go for me. It is having no momentum. Probably those who want to trade can go in as low as M15 to look for a trade, which will still be risky because H1 and H4, they are not very clear with what they want, because there is a consolidation happening there with within H4 and H1. So you need to be cautious when you are trying to look for a trade in V75. But what would you risk when you have all these other assets? V50 is there. So let's head over to V50. V50. So V50, yesterday the analysis was to give us that, but then I later remembered that this was a rising expanding wedge, so it means it was looking for this kind of move, this very move right here, which is this exact move, right there, you know. So it came and took me out where I thought it would just do a fake breakout and come back inside there, but it never did. It actually was going for this. So we had a breakout, and this was like some sort of a retracement according to H4. So it was like some sort of retracement there. So price, we may see price continue to sell until it reaches here, then come in with a buy, just like how we are looking for it on H4, and probably even guys, daily is still selling, daily time frame is still selling. So so that means the sale is still on even on H4. So that was a retracement after breakout. So we should be now looking for sales, but they are not clear. So all I can do is now look for how I will be looking for such a trade. How I will be looking for such a trade. So looking at what I have there means one can take advantage of this, and the problem here is this is a falling wedge. This is the falling wedge. Now that clearly tells us that this move will be what we'll be anticipating once we have a breakout. So yeah, that's the move. So if that's the case, then we've reached resistance trend line, resistance level right there on CCI. That means sales are on to bring us back here to this other trend line right here. So those who want can take advantage of that sell. How do you do that? Go to M5, see if it is clear for you to sell. I think it is. Yeah, that was a pullback on M15, and now we can on M5 again. Now the sale is on. You can even go to M1, and clearly you are overbought on M1, meaning this will be your change of character right here. If you want, you can wait for it, but you can still wait for that very move, and you make your entries just about there. Yeah. So that's it on this very asset. That's how you can scalp it. The swing trades are not yet clear for us to take until this very move where we are, which is a weekly trend line. Their support trend line is clearly reached and probably broken out, because we are looking for this kind of move and then continue with the sell. That's what we're looking for, because this is a rising wedge, meaning sales are highly anticipated to come through after breakout. So until we see a breakout, we will be scalping it just like how I've shown you. So M1, look for this, or wait for the breakout here and then come in with your sales. Price is already below our 10 MA on M1, which will give us an upper hand to enter even earlier to push for this very sell. That is V50. I leave it at M1 for scalping. Jump 25, jump 25 yesterday. So yesterday jump 25 was we were anticipating that, but it gave us a week right there. Didn't reach that level. So I'm anticipating there's still another move to push for that, because that's some level that should be reached to my understanding. I don't want to be big-headed, but if we were to use just a minute. All right, I think yeah, it hasn't reached really according to daily. So it has reached according to weekly, but it hasn't reached according to daily. So that's why I would be skeptical to make any kind of sell right here because of this level that is above. And the plan was wait for that, then come in with the sales. And you can clearly see according to weekly, we haven't touched yet oversold, overbought I mean. So that means we still have some buy momentum right there to anticipate to push to reach that level. So until then, this is a no-go for me. It is even having a low momentum. Price here is doing a pullback after giving us a new high there according to H4. So it's doing a pullback, and that pullback, let's understand on H1, not yet. M15, yes, it has reached there. So we may see some consolidation here for some good time, then again push for that kind of move that we want. So until then, I'm not trading this asset at all. This is a no-go for me. I don't want to risk it. So that leads me to jump 10. Jump 10. Jump 10. So jump 10, we were looking for this move right here. We are still looking for it, but we reached that fair value gap and reacted. In fact, we reached that trend line. So there are many lines around there, so I will delete all these. First delete all these. Delete all those. Then I just give you this fair value gap, but it is not even necessary. We have a trend line right there. So going to daily, this is where price made a pullback from that trend line right there. We already had. After that, price started to sell. You see that. After that, price started to sell heavily. So knowing that is a support trend line right there. According to daily, we're supposed to be looking for buys, but then we had a pullback right there. So looking at, remember this is a falling wedge, it means we are still anticipating a breakout to the buys. So either way, the buy is still on. We have to break out from that very falling wedge. So knowing that and looking at what we have here, according to H4, we are supposed to be looking for buys. We had that pullback on H4. So that means from this very level, those who remember that I was still anticipating this move to come back and retest this level properly. That's what happened. It came back after reaching that level there. So buys may be anticipated right here, but we need to confirm properly. Another H4 candle has just started at 11. Is it going to be a buy? When we look at this level here, that is a retracement level on CCI, and it has been reached. But can we anticipate a buy? Yet, not really. Why? H1 is saying otherwise. H1 is saying otherwise. So, meaning, this is H1. If H1 is giving us something of such, it means we are still anticipating such a move right here to come through. And this is some kind of a channel or a flag, so we need to be ready. That means price is highly to see it come to this level. On H4, of course, it will be all this. It will be just touching there. We'll be looking for such a move. That means on H4, this will be everything. This will be the move right here. From there to there. That will be the move on H4 that we'll be waiting for. So for now, if you can, wait for the consolidation to be done with. If you can. Wait for the consolidation to be done. I'm going to delete all these now. Delete all these. Delete. Now go back to H4. In fact, H1. So it is within that range. You can check it out clearly on M15. So price is within that range. You can keep on trading it within the range, but very soon it will reach a level where it will come with enough momentum to push for this very sell. But like I've always told you, sometimes it gives you a manipulation kind of move to just go above there and then come right back in to continue selling. So you need to be ready if it gives you some of this. If it doesn't, lucky you and lucky us to be able to continue to sell it. So that is jump 10 for us there. I hope you guys had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time. Remember, yesterday we made money on this asset. I want to see how I did. Yes, that's where I took my from. Yeah, from there immediately. That was a late night there. I took that money there. I was in these buy moves. Yeah, that's how I made money yesterday on this very asset. But now we have an opportunity to make even more if we see a breakout. So for now, for me it's a no-go right now. Until I see something price going back there, I can come in with a sell. Once price reaches this level, I'll be selling and closing out here, then waiting for the breakout. Then if it fails to break out, then I can easily enter a buy or wait for price to reach back there. Again, I enter my sales. Why? Because we are selling. We are selling according to H1. That's the trend we will be following of H1. Alright, I think that's it. Let's now head over to the recap and call it a day. Let's head over to a recap and call it a day. So we started with Crash 500. Crash 500, we said we will be anticipating such move. And as far as our plan is concerned, price has started to go back down here. So we just have to wait. We just have to wait. Like I told you, it may come for this very level right here. So we just have to wait. Once it is confirmed and it is there, and we are not seeing any momentum to continue selling, then come in with your buy trade to reach such levels. First TP there, second TP there on this fair value gap, that TP all the way there. So you need to be ready, understand where you need to move out. When you make your daily target, move out. Even if you don't make a daily target, but you think that is enough, this is according to how you see the momentum of the trade, that it is enough for that kind of trade, you move out. No one will hold you accountable that why didn't you keep in the market yet it was still going. Once you feel like you are uncomfortable, just move out. No one will come for your case that you should have stayed in. You're not in a marathon to actually compete for any trophy of those who know how to trade. You're not in that kind of competition. So you need to take care of your own trades. All right, that is Crash 500. That's what we talked about. Boom 1000. We are waiting for this kind of move. If this move happens, then we enter. If we don't, then this plan will not be approved. But if it happens, then yeah, we will enter our trades after the pullback. This pullback may happen to reach that level or even this level right here. So we need to wait. If it fails to come through, then we don't have a trade because we can't enter sales from where it is. Unless if you want to use Bollinger Bands. With Bollinger Bands, you can actually, but you are not really, you will follow this if you want to keep knowing that it's going to come to this very order block and keep on selling. But you may be wrong and you will lose your money. So it's rather advisable to wait. All right, boom 1000, boom 500. We're waiting for the pullback, then make an entry there on this very M15 support level or order block. I mean, once it comes to this level, my buy entries will come in place. Yeah, if I leave it at M15, V25. My trade has not yet been taken out. We are looking for this trade to reach this other trend line right here, or this order block, support level right here. Remember, this is like a triangle right there, like that. That's a triangle right there. So the reason I'm taking advantage of this trade, a sale, is because of this level here that was reached, and we had a pullback here, and now the sale must continue. That's why I entered the trade to bring it, and I entered to bring this to this very level, this trend line right here. That's the reason I entered the trade. Once I reach that level, I'm out of it, and I'll be looking for the buy if at all I don't see a breakout. Remember, we are still within these two trend lines. The trade is still going for that kind of sell breakthrough to come to this other trend line. So the sell is still on, but it is not on until we see a breakout from that very support level right here. This support level on H1, this one here. It is a strong one. Until we have a breakout, we cannot continue with the sales. I think now that's clear on V25. V75, V75. Yes. What did I say? Yeah, I said you can keep on, doing what? Scalping if you doing M15, but as far as H1 and H4 are concerned, it's a no-go. Why? It is consolidating. And until we see levels like these levels reached right here, we may not see sales coming with enough momentum. So that's why I'm saying it's a no-go for me to trade this asset. I'm just going to leave it. V50, the breakout in H1 failed. We had a breakout, went back in, so that means I can actually now enter my sell? I think so. I think so, although it is very risky. Why? Knowing that we are looking for this kind of move, a breakout here, it will be risky right here. So I would rather, hey, M5, I should be selling. So M5 signals for me to sell. So I will sell. I will sell. I will sell using M5 signal, and I'll put my stop loss right there, tight stop loss there. I'll just sell to probably bring it all the way here. So if it is gone against, that means we will be seeing a successful breakout. That means it will be a successful breakout. Yeah. But if it doesn't and comes back again inside, that means we still having the sell momentum to bring us all the way down here. So that is V50. We know that we should be looking for sells, a breakout on this other side. Why? Because this is a falling wedge. Once it is a falling wedge, then the sell there is what we should be looking for, just like this one right here. That move that brought us into consolidation, that's the sell that we'll be looking for. But until then, until we have a perfect breakout, we still have an opportunity to take the sells within this range, within the falling wedge. So that's the reason there. All right, jump 25. It's a no-go. Why? Because it hasn't reached that level. So the pullback here, I will not trade it at all because it's a bit risky, knowing that the general trend is a buy, so it's a bit risky. I may wait for the buy trades, the buy entry. And you can see we are having low momentum, both sells and buys. Jump 10, yeah, that's the trade there. We've already talked about it. It's very clear there. Once I reach there, I will come in with a sell. But until then, I'm not going to continue with it until I have a clean breakout to keep pushing for the sell, because that's what we're looking for according to H1 and H4. We are looking for that retracement right there. Remember, we are within these two trend lines. That is the range that we are in. And we touch that trend line right there. That means we should be pushing price to come all the way here. But like I said, we may not see it reach even all this other way, depending on the momentum. We may see push it here and then come in with buys with enough momentum to actually break through this support, resistance trend line, and push for the buy to bring us right here. Sorry guys, my voice is going. Allow me to close here. Hopefully you guys had a great time, and I check boom 500. Oh, okay. Let me check boom 500. It hasn't reached yet. Boom 500. We are waiting for an entry right here. I'm not entering this sell. That sell was on here. This sell was on M5. That's where you would have entered it from. Yeah, that was a perfect and a good double, or you can say M shape. So it is coming right here. So you would have entered it right here for a sniper entry right there. But it is coming right here to complete the other leg of the M shape. So that's what is happening on boom 500. So if you want, you can push, you can take it up, but I'm not entering right here. Yeah, I'm not entering right here. There's the possibility of it coming back right here and then do that. So that's the way I can enter this, but not right here where it is. It's a bit risky. All right, that's I think that's it. I don't know, David, if I've answered you for boom 500 there. All right, let me wish you guys a good day. Hopefully you had a great time with me. Thank you, Robina. God bless you too. Okay. Thank you to for coming, Green David. Let me wish you guys a good day. The classes are ongoing, and those who want, you can now start to register for Feb classes. Feb mentorship classes who want. All right. Let me wish you guys a good day. See you tomorrow, same time. Have a nice day.